I don't know what normal is, honestly. I mean, what is normal? Everyone around me is a Christian or non-Muslim. Everyone in my family is non-Muslim. That's normal here? But according to what Allah says in His book, if you like disbelieve in Allah's book, if you disbelieve in Allah, you worship false gods, other gods, then you will be punished for eternity in hell. This is what He says, and Allah knows whom He will punish. But if I look around me and all these people living normal, successful lives, generally speaking, I don't live in a ghetto, and all these people are going to die and go to hell, won't that be a shock? And I'm a Muslim, I'm not going to go to hell? Is that true? Is that correct? I mean, so I look around me, everything's so peaceful, yet when these people are brought for judgment, they're going to have lots of regrets because they didn't do what they're supposed to do, and they did things they weren't supposed to do. Mainly, the main thing, not giving any credit to their creator or any thanks ever. So, what is normal? In my society, I'm abnormal. In any society, I'm abnormal. But, and I'm even abnormal with the Muslims here, who cares, I mean, at a certain point, you maybe stop caring, or you care too much, or whatever. You can't care forever. I mean, yeah, you can destroy yourself. But that's not good either. And if you look at other people's lives, then, what right does anyone have to judge anybody for anything, right? Then you were talking about, you mentioned, you said, maybe with all this, what happened the last couple of days, maybe I was looking for a reason to end all this, meaning our relationship, our global 10,000 mile friendship. I was looking for a reason to end all this because sooner or later this has to end. Why? I mean, you're right. It has to end. It's so horrible. Right, Mustafa? Well, no. But deep inside, I want to change. I want to be normal. I just don't know how to do it. Or maybe I need more time. I mean, I can't speak for anybody's personal life, especially somebody I've never had a conversation with in real life. So I can't tell you what to do or what to think. As far as, the only problem our relationship has, for you, I mean, you see, for me, there's no problem for me because I'm not like, well, this is holding up my life and I gotta get on with my life. As I mentioned, maybe I became so cynical or whatever, disgusted with not fitting in or whatever, that I kind of gave up on the idea of fitting into the Muslim community here in this country because I'm not going to do that, and I'm not going to fit in with the non-Muslim community in my family, in my country, in my society. So what alternatives do I have? Go somewhere else where, well, they have their own sets of problems. So just kind of like not giving up, but just question of just adapting and maybe say like comfort zone thing, where you just find a comfort niche and not have expectations that you're going to do this or that, or maybe just tuning it out or not caring. I don't know. For you, it's different because you're younger. You are in a Muslim society. You have pressures upon you, maybe family pressures, where I don't have those pressures. Nobody cares if I do this or that or anything. I can do whatever I want to. The only people I've ever met who have any kind of pressure on me are Muslims, and yeah, they have expectations, or they say this is part of our religion or that is part of our religion, but They don't provide any answers for you. They just do whatever they want to do. That's my experience. Actually, the only people who don't do that are like sectarian groups, which is weird. Which I guess is Shaitan's temptation, right? Join their sect and they'll do all this stuff for you. But in your situation, it's different because, like I said, you're younger, and you say, well, you know what? I'm going to have this 10,000 mile relationship with Mustafa, who's 50 years old and doesn't seem to be inclined to do anything with his life, and that's going to hold me up. So in that sense, I understand when you say, well, this has to end at some point, because maybe you want to get on with your life and you don't want to sit around waiting for whatever from me when I don't seem to be doing anything, and I'm not doing anything, really. But if the alternative, well, I just, maybe it's painful for you to have this kind of relationship because you have expectations and hopes and you don't see them being fulfilled or whatever. Or you think it's impossible, or you have a problem and you can't do this, or I have a problem and I can't do this. Right now in my life, what I do 24/7 is basically be a caregiver for somebody who all day long asks me, do we live here? Can we go home? What am I doing here? It's like, that's my life, That's what I have to do right now. How do you deal with that? You're like dealing with somebody who is mentally confused, and I have to be here. I have to do it, because the alternative is to take my parent and throw them in a facility or something, and no one else in my family is going to do it, and I have no problem with it. I think it's a worthwhile thing. But I'm saying that's my life right now, and for the foreseeable future, if I wanted to make a change, I couldn't. But as far as what I do in the future, I don't know. I mean, I think anything is open for possibilities in Allah's earth.